Hello, hello, hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Arknights. I don't know if you can see it on your end, but on my end I'm experiencing a weird thing where part of my desktop wallpaper can be seen around the edges of the game window. I've done my best to try and fix that bug, but nothing's working, so I guess we'll just have to stick with it for now. What that actually is the border of the game window, specifically the emulator itself, but that's not registering on OBS, so it's just showing what's behind it. And yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Anyway, you might notice the menu looks a little different from how it was before. They've added the ability to change the home screen UI, and so I intend to aim for collecting this one if I can. I'm working on playing the story mode in my spare time. Didn't have much time for that today, at least not reliably. Hopefully I'll be able to do more of that tomorrow. But anyway, that's beside the point. This is meant to be a part 2 of my explanation video that I did last time. Explanation stream, whatever you want to call it. One point I forgot to make, for anyone not familiar with this type of game, it is called a gacha game, which means you essentially play a lottery-ish system to collect the various characters in the game. Not all games do it with characters, some of them have like weaponry or armors and stuff like that. This game is all about the characters. And I say sort of lottery because it does have like skewed results based on the current event, as well as how many draws you've already made. I'm currently saving up for a much later event. So, there is that. That explains that a little bit. Now let's get back into this run we were doing last time, and go until it's over. Let's see, where are we at? Okay. Might want to take fireworks show. Take the top route to get all 3 of those. Hit the safe house, emergency ops, and then boons. I think that's my plan there. Get as many battles as I can. Hold on. What ops have I got? I do have Fiametta, so that might help with that. I should have gotten Chen instead of Fiametta. Chen's really helpful in this mission and some other ones. Oh well. 7 life points. And the Rat King does show up on this one. Someone's knocking at my door. You gotta be kidding me. One moment. Alright, we good. Okay, let's see if I can set up a plan here. Definitely want Fiametta in here.
Less dawdling. Come on.
I've only got the 1 Vanguard. That's right. Do have Ling. Saria, Midnight. So I can do one of these 2 for each side. Fiametta definitely has to go down the middle. Lava probably on the right side. Facing right. Ling's dragons can deal with their own AoE. Then I can use Saria as a backup healer of some kind. Alright, I think I know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be tricky. Let's go for it. This thing's having a weirdly hard time loading. There we go. Oof. I forgot about those guys, and I don't have a fast redeploy either. Okay, screw it. No, I need to draw their fire. Let's go with here. Okay, you know what? I can accept that because now they don't have their grenades. Klotzkopf said, ouch. Yeah, but that was the point.
Good scenery here, Doctor. We're counting on you again today, little apple.
For the marching, a war song. For the fallen, a lament.
대만아 좀 가르쳐줘. 지금 뭘 느끼는지.
I have to get serious now.
I've arrived.
Oh, jeez.
Gather around me, guys.
Uh-oh. I didn't realize I was out of
I only do what I need.
deployment. Gosh dang it.
내 차례를 가르쳐줘. 지금 뭘 느끼는지.
And there is the Rat King. So the Rat King's tricky. I don't really know how to explain him to anyone who doesn't know how he works. But essentially he can target 2 different units at once. And he also has this sand shield that I have to take out before I can damage the Rat King himself. So ultimately it comes down to take him out before he wipes out your team. Which sounds like very obvious, but... Okay, don't know if you saw that huge flash that just happened there. If it wasn't obvious by the shield, the Rat King has sand powers, and this circle here, anytime he deals damage to this enemy, it deals damage in a cross 2 squares out in all 4 directions. So this is actually a bad arrangement I've got going on here. Now I'm going to do this, and that should help things out a little bit. And that's his other attack right there. Klotzkopf is trying to help out. They said he summons an Arts Vortex on the unit with the lowest max HP, and a cross-shaped physical attack on the unit with the highest max HP. His shield can only be damaged by arts. Well, it's a good thing these dragons deal arts damage then. I didn't know that little detail.
차가운 물을 뒤집었으니까 정신이 좀 들어.
Oh, shoot, that's not good.
Oh, sword, pierce the moonlight that veils the night.
가르쳐줘. 지금 뭘 느끼는지.
And they took out Fiametta. You need to go away, Rat King. Thankfully, he's the last one now. Yeah, I definitely should have gotten Chen instead of Fiametta. Because Chen also helps out due to how her range works.
Flawless victory! I was pretty good, wasn't I, Doctor?
I can get a supporter. Alright, Klotzkop, and anyone else who may have played this game. Should I get Vlarkvin and save my hope? Or get someone like Gnosis? I do not have Suzerain E2'd yet. Klotzkop said free Cyclops, referring to Vlarkvin. That your final decision, Klotz? Yes? Alright. I still haven't fully figured out how that character works yet due to how new she is and how few opportunities I've had to use her that weren't better performed with someone else. I think I can manage this mission. A group of Sarkaz men are having nightmares. Driven by their fear, they scramble ever forward.
As foretold.
Alright, we'll settle for this. Let's up my deployment limit is enough to follow my usual strategy. This mission's a little bit unique.
There are souls waiting for us behind the firing line.
어서 와. 기다리고 있었으니까.
Okay, it's coming down this way. So, we got a description here. Sarkaz Lancer gradually accelerates when moving, dealing bonus damage on the first hit after being blocked based upon movement speed. These guys get faster and faster as they weave around the map, and when they finally hit one of your characters, the amount of damage they deal is dependent on how fast they were moving. So if you manage to like stun them and stop their momentum before they hit your unit, they might deal as little as like 1 point of damage. But if they're going at full speed, they can wipe out a unit like Saria in one strike. And Saria is one of the beefiest units in the game. We do have these things to help. If I activate their skill, they explode and stun anyone in the tiles around them temporarily. However, they are only one-time use. Klotzkop called this the pinball mission. He said, stun, slow, or bind kills their momentum. Freeze does not. Not sure about levitate. Yeah, it's weird that freeze doesn't, because cold is usually like slowing them down. Also, Klotz said, use Vlarkvin S1 if you have spinach, otherwise use S2 for double target damage. Try to keep enemies in her range for necrosis to build up. Vlarkvin's unique skill is that she can deal necrosis to targets, which is a new damage type in the game. As for spinach, that's an item you can get in this game mode. That happens to be a reference to Popeye.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
I will complete my assignment. Solidify.
I can't tell how much damage that did. So it did a little bit. Few hundred. But that guy took a pretty direct route.
국가 청소는 내 특기라고.
Allow me to. The Tempest must wipe out all that blocks the way.
Another thing I forgot to explain about skills in the last video. A lot of characters have skills that are time dependent. The skill lasts a certain length of time, in addition to taking a certain length of time to be ready. Some characters, like Horn here, have a bit of a different work. You might see the splits in her skill bar down here. That's because her skill is ammo-based instead. Each shot gets a buff to it, and when she runs out of shots, then the skill starts charging again. Though hers is unique. Once she runs out of these 5, she gets 5 more even stronger shots before the skill recharges. And you can see it counts down each time she fires her
Solidify.
um,
And thus
artillery.
has Auden made
Gather around me, guys.
This will be over soon. This will be over soon.
So now we've got a few of them showing up. So if a bunch of these guys strike the same unit in rapid succession, that's a lot trickier to recover from.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Now, when Ling uses her skill, the dragons gain a bit of a defense boost.
Truly, the split halberd sinks in the sand. Great
And you can kind of see that in the fact that this one didn't die yet. Little hard to tell, but it's there.
Whew, I have to get serious now.
Now I will take her out. Buff this guy. Because why not? And now let's speed things up a little bit. So that's how that works.
At attention, ready to fall in. At attention, I'll impart on you all the cries I've heard.
I'll replace this one. Oh man, look at that guy go.
Has it come when will the hate sunk beneath the battlefield discourse? Yielding is not an option.
Now the reason I've been putting these dragons here, despite the fact that they cannot heal and they're constantly dying, is the fact that if the enemy does get through one, then these guys are taking minimal damage afterward. It also gives me time to put down another one while these ones deal with the guy that got through.
Are they the ones who caused such destruction and started all this conflict?
Does the duck stop anywhere on this map, or does he just keep going? I keep forgetting she's a supporter. It's so weird to me that Valarkvin is a support class.
So,
Well, since she's not... The duck doesn't attack, so I'll do this.
Deliver my visions to the masses.
Man, he is slow when he's not being attacked.
Has it come when will the hate wave of blizzard?
Darn. Oh well.
Duly satisfying, as a cup filled to the brim. We should remain level and humble, yet we ought to sing.
Something I may have forgotten to mention in the last video.
Well,
Ling here is a poet. Somebody once copied one of her poems and entered it into a poetry contest and won the contest. So it's now a bit of a running joke that Arknights has won poetry contests because of how good the writing in it is. Recruit an operator. I'll take Chen. Well, should I take Chen or Mlinar? Either way, I have to bank on managing to promote one of them. What are y'all thinking, chat? Klotzkopf said some crowd control would be nice. Chen at least slows. So you think I should go with Chen? Alright then. Such a cool frickin' outfit, man. This artwork is awesome. I hate this mission so much. Klotzkopf said, sorry, I have to leave. Good luck with the run. Glad to have you here for a bit, Klotz. Have a good night. Gosh, I hate this mission so much. This one might be the death of me. You know what? Valarkvin might actually be helpful here. Specifically right here.
Less dawdling. Come on.
This is gonna be wild. Let's see how this goes. Pardon my silence. I'm trying to figure out the nuances of my build in my head.
Plotted schemes.
So, we're dealing with two things in this mission that make this really tricky. First is this guy up here. He launches fireballs that follow this pathway. The thing is, those fireballs lose power and strength the farther they go. But up close, so like if it only travels a few squares before it hits its target, it's devastating. So it's ideal to defeat these guys before they make it very far. I usually struggle with managing to do that because this side is constantly sending speedy dogs and flying enemies at me. And that requires you to put down some defenses real fast and defenses that have anti-air. But the thing is, anti-air defenses are usually also the only way to counter these guys because I can't put anyone on these tiles. And to make things further complicated, I only have 3 squares that I can put ranged units on.
I'm here to help.
뭘 해도 괜찮은 거지?
Vermin. Solidify.
I have to get serious now.
Deliver my vision to the masses.
단어가 좀 나쁘지 않은 비명이네.
I am Hige from the beginning.
Get him, Valarkfin.
Gather around me, guys.
Yielding is not an option.
Okay, let's slow this down. So I can't tell if he's stunned or something, but...
Okay.
Okay, we got him. There's a flying dude coming by.
Just
I
who
need
are
you to
weaklings
use your
going
skill,
stuff
Pure
like
Stream, please. Charge just a little faster. There we go.
that? Boring. Anyone in front of me who still feels like blinking?
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
I've got enough help over here. I probably should have swapped these
This will be
two.
over soon.
Oh well. Okay, so far, the setup's looking pretty promising. Knock on wood.
단어가 좀 가르쳐줘. 지금 뭘 느끼는지.
May the lightning tear chaos apart.
Gosh, that guy deals a lot of damage.
Oh, sword, pierce the moonlight that veils the night.
This will be over soon.
I forgot these fireballs also deal burning damage, which is why Valarkvin has this thing.
Yielding is not an option. Boring. There's no fluking between success and failure.
So if you can't tell what Fiametta is doing there, each time I use her skill builds up each time she lands an attack on an enemy. When I use it, it fires that phoenix that you see, which leaves a trail of explosives behind it, and then all of them go off in a straight line. Really good if you need a quick burst of damage in a wide range forward.
차가운 물을 뒤집었으니까
그런 거는 이미 했어.
May the lightning tear chaos apart.
I should have faced her the other direction. Oh well.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Oh dear. Okay.
And
Time to
thus
do things a
has
little different.
our maid reckoned her rival.
That'll help get rid of the fireballs. Filter them out in a sense.
Sights locked.
I'll wait until he's closer to being in range. Now because this guy is floating, my dragon can't block him. Flying characters can't be blocked. Uh-oh, is that one coming across here? I don't remember that being a thing. That's not good. And with Valarkvin out, she's no longer facing this way to be able to handle that. Ah, yep, that guy's crossing over.
Be evocative.
Gosh dang it.
Has it come to my... This will be over. When will the hate sunk beneath the battlefield disperse?
Okay, it's just the one.
Sights locked. Anyone in front of me who still feels like blinking?
What's up? Oh, sword, pierce the moonlight that veils the night.
Well, aside from that one guy that I genuinely did not remember that even being a thing, that went a lot better than it usually does. I'll have to remember that strategy.
Duly satisfying. As a cup filled
I don't
to the
usually
brim.
bring Fiametta along, though to be fair, I only got her
Yet,
a few months ago now, I think.
you ought to sing
I had already completed this entire game mode.
You did well.
Tonight's performance. Set Kali's Mother Wolf. All non-boss enemy units have minus 50% movement speed during the next emergency operation on this floor. Ooh. The lessons learned from She-Wolf leaving her nest show that some rules are not to be broken. And we can get another elite dispatch. Doesn't look like I have anyone else chatty in the chat right now that knows enough about this game to help out. I'll upgrade Chen, just so I can get that out of the way. And if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get Mlinar as well, and then I'll have two... No, because if you include Ling, I'll have 3 major boss-killing powerhouses on my team. I should have gotten Mlinar, and then I could have used this to upgrade Chen. Or Mlinar. Oh well, I didn't even think about that, I forgot. Sometimes it gives you a promotion voucher, and sometimes it gives you a recruitment voucher. I frequently forget that both are an option here. Let's increase the squad size limit. Ah yes, this is the one that killed me last time I did this game mode. This mission is absolutely painful if you're not prepared, and unfortunately I'm not very well prepared because I only have 1 Vanguard. Now you might notice, DP recovery rate is decreased and tiles do not have melee and ranged restrictions. This means ground enemies can attack my ranged units, and similarly, as it says, DP recovery rate is decreased. I cannot put down units nearly as fast in this mission. Now having Myrtle here will be a big help, but only if I can keep her alive. And I believe this mission starts with these things. Airborne units over here on the left and possibly a few on the right, making it very hard to place my units in safe zones. So the question is, how do I do this?
Victorious servicemen should take pride in their own discipline.
Actually, let's swap Lava for Vlakvin just for fun. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I need to see enemy positioning and pathways before I can figure out my placement.
Plotted schemes.
Okay, 1 there, 2 over here. That's a little strange.
An eternity.
I think the range of this might not reach this block. I'm not sure. If that's the case, then she'll be safe there. And that will be an immense help. But for starters...
Vermin.
어서 와. 기다리고 있었으니까.
I'm here to help.
Be safe? She is not safe. Gosh dang it. She is receiving constant healing, possibly because of a passive item I have. I need this.
On you again today, little apple.
Allow me to... You want to topple me? By what?
I should have pulled her out. I forgot about that.
Not an option.
But now I have my healers down, and Vlarkvin can handle that thing. I should have put her here facing up. Oh well. 'Cause then I could have put Fiametta in the middle. Okay, with that thing dead, things are much more manageable now. The problem is, DP is regenerating very slowly.
This will be over soon.
The The fact that the enemies move a lot slower is a big help.
뭘 해도 괜찮은 거지?
Come, best me if you can.
Hopefully Irene will be able to take these out.
강물을 촉촉히 적시는 건 바로 물이라고.
Okay, she's back. Come on, Irene. Get your skill up there.
단어나 좀 가르쳐줘. 지금 뭘 느끼는지.
There we go. That's more like it.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
I am here.
Just who are you weak?
I have to get serious now.
This is a bit of a ridiculous move,
Tempest must wipe out all
but it'll have to do. Oh, I forgot they can stun her.
This will be over soon.
It's... Oh, cool. Their movement speed is so slow that they can't get past Saria before she recovers from the stun.
Whew, almost does that. I have to get serious now.
See, this is how strategy can work in games like this.
Anyone in front of me who's
가르쳐줘. 지금 뭘 느끼는지.
Gosh dang, these guys just will not die.
And this will be over soon.
Okay, now let's speed it up a little bit.
Whew, we're counting on you again today, little apple.
Yielding is not an option.
I knew some airborne units would come through here.
Allow me to come. Best me if you can.
sights locked. Anyone in front of me who still feels like blinking?
And that's why I brought Fiametta along.
This will be over soon. Has it one word to address all beneath the heaven? One scope.
These dragons can handle this guy a lot better.
I have no intention of setting my eyes on you.
Solidify.
단어나 좀 경고는 이미 했어.
Now it's just this one guy left. And he's down. Cool, I did it! With relative ease. I'm proud of that one. Bringing Fiametta along is such an agent of chaos.
좋았어. 이번 임무도 완벽해.
Really helping me out. All ops start with +6 SP, that's helpful. I could bring along Pith. Attack speed +50, the attack of all casters +25%. And deals AoE, and her attacks ignore 15 resistance. I'll take that. What boon do we get? Immediately gain +6 life points. Alright, so we got a bit of a buffer for any leaks. Now for the Blood-Soaked Corridor, the final one. And here we have the final boss. Lucian Blood Diamond, aka Rhodes Island Operator Phantom. Calamity of the Crimson Troop, codename Phantom. Once the rising star of the troop, the unfinished masterpiece of the troop leader. Even after his fallout with the troop and subsequent descent into insanity, he still keeps the name Blood Diamond. And you can see there's a bit of a Phantom of the Opera theme happening here. If that wasn't obvious by this point already. And I'm sure we can all agree the Phantom of the Opera is absolutely amazing. I never noticed it told you how much damage it dealt if it got through the exit. He takes 30 life points if he manages to make it through the exit, which is pretty much an automatic loss unless you have an absurd amount of life points by that point. He also has really high stats. However, his movement speed is fairly slow, and his resistances are fairly low. He can summon these things, and it explains that right here. Has a chance to dodge physical and arts attacks when not blocked. When blocked, swiftly moves behind the target and leaves an ominous apparition at the original location. He can only do that, I think, once per target. He will not just ghost through everybody, thank goodness. Can use skills to deal physical damage to the surrounding area. Attacks and skills ignore a certain amount of defense and inflict nervous impairment. After nervous impairment reaches 1,000, the affected unit takes 1,000 true damage and is stunned for 10 seconds, which is really devastating. These folks can also create nervous impairment. Excuse me. But yeah, the rest of this is pretty much... You don't really need to worry about them as much as you need to worry about these guys. These things, upon death, deals arts damage to all surrounding units and inflicts nervous impairment. And then we have the ominous apparitions that Phantom can drop. A patch of shadow. It has never once left, nor has it ever truly existed. Has a chance to dodge physical and arts attacks when not blocked. Can use a skill to deal physical damage in the surrounding area. Attacks and skills ignore a certain amount of armor and inflict additional nervous impairment. You might wonder, why am I explaining all this when we're not even at this level yet? Well, it's because this is what I'm trying to prepare for. This is why I grabbed Soraya and Shen. Saria, my bad. I used to call her Soraya. It turns out her name is pronounced Saria. If I can set myself up right, I might be able to have a good thing going with this one. I'll explain everything else when I get to this mission, but let's just say this makes guarding these absolutely painful. Okay, what are we dealing with up ahead? We have a rogue trader we can go to, at which point I'll probably be able to buy out their entire shop. And that's probably the way I'll want to go, because we can get a boon up here as well. One lane, we do have these turrets dealing constant damage to this row, but I think I can otherwise deal with that pretty easily. Spirits are abound, and the mechanisms here continue their endless rumble. Resistance is futile, for there is nowhere to run underneath the red moon. Nowhere to run under the red moon, I guess is how I should have said that.
Handoff complete. Awaiting orders.
Yeah, I think we can... Well... Just in case, let's get Ansel.
Ready whenever.
Let's go! Good scenery here, Doctor.
Vermin. This will be over.
Gather around me, guys.
I just realized that was there. Oh well.
For the marching, a war song. Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Let's see. This guy requires a block count of 3 to be stopped. I don't think my dragon will be ready in time, unfortunately. Nope. I need you here.
Solidify.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't block him, though.
Truly one word to
So that
express
guy's gonna
all
slip
beneath
on
the
through.
heaven. One skull,
My mistake.
none upon
So
the
first thing I
earth.
need to
This will be
do,
over soon.
put down a bigger dragon.
I have received enlightenment.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
And now,
Not an option.
I'm going to do this.
Yielding is not an option.
가르쳐줘. 지금 뭘
We gave from the beginning to the end.
Alright, now Chen's skill
Chen here. Ready at
is
a
ready.
moment's notice.
So I'll show you guys how this works. You might notice her range is a little different from most ranged units. And that's because she is what's called a spread shooter. Attacks all enemies within range and deals 150% damage to enemies in the road directly in front of her. I forgot about that little buff there. When deployed, Chen's ammo-based skills have 20% chance to not consume the corresponding ammo for each shot. Other sniper operators' ammo-based skills have a 10% chance instead. Only the highest effect of this type will be applied. Attack speed plus 8 when there is water terrain on the battlefield. The effect becomes attack speed plus 12. And her skill, Holiday Storm. Attack range expands. Whoop, hold on.
Enemy spotted.
Attack plus 100%. Attacks deal damage twice. Apply this unit's trait effect to all enemies within range and create a layer of sticky liquid within attack range that lasts for 5 seconds. Ground enemies passing over the liquid have movement speed minus 45% and defense minus 220. Does not stack. Skill activation grants 32 ammo. Each attack consumes 2, and the skill ends when all ammo is used. Can manually deactivate skill. It's a little weird that they bothered to give her 32 ammo instead of 16 when each attack consumes 2, but I assume that's just to increase the chance of her not consuming ammo or something. Anyway, the main key here is that she slows things down and deals a ton of damage.
Spotted.
Also, her range changes. These guys have the ability to slip right on by defenses, so I need to slow them down before they reach the exit, because I can't simply block them, which is why I put Chen down where I did. If they manage to get through here, then they'll be slowed down right here, which is the worst place for them to be slowed.
Solidify. Solidify.
We gave from the beginning to the end.
And the slowing stops, which this is a bit of a bad time for that.
Truly evocative. Solidify. Truly when
Okay.
this will be over soon.
Please, accept my advice. I am here from the beginning.
Don't stop just yet. Gosh dang it.
Chen here. Solidify.
I always forget just how many sneaky boys are in this mission. Which is weird, because I always remember having an easy time with it, even though I actually always forget about that particular factor. Real strange. Yeah, I definitely should have gotten Lennar a while ago, because now I could have upgraded Chen again. But I know what I'll do here. I'll upgrade via meta. I have my reasons. Eccentric Hunchback. I know who it is that you seek, outsider, says a slender, stooped woman with a strange laugh. You don't understand that feline, do you? You seem to trust him, though. The strange woman looks at you through her helmet and scarf. I can tell you all about his past. Are you interested? She reaches out her shriveled hands, seemingly asking for something. I definitely want to know. I will gladly pay 4 of my 57 ingots for this. As a member of the troupe, he was very well trained. Shadow taught him illusion arts. Blade Dance taught him his dance-like combat techniques. White Flower taught him his exquisite acting skills. As for his lordship, he gave him his charming singing voice. When the feline finally learned the truth and realized his respected teachers were all hopeless villains, what a long, bloody night it was. So this is... Phantom is the feline, if that wasn't obvious. I don't remember what each of these do. His Lordship, Shadow, or Blade Dance. I'm gonna look this up, just because I'm curious. I've already completed this run before, so it's not like I'm cheating here. Excuse me. Okay, sorry, I'm Googling eccentric hunchback. Here we go. Show details. Okay, Shadow. Increase the probability of temporary recruitment when using a recruitment voucher. Which is, those are the free units, I believe. It's a bit late in the game for that, but maybe. Blade Dance. When the battle begins, a random operator will have increased plus 100% increased attack and max HP within the operation. Or White Flower. When the battle begins, randomize all allied operators' deployment cost. Don't want that. So I'm thinking Blade Dance will be the way to go. We don't want to ask about his lordship. All we'll get is a few Originium ingots. Alright. Ah, the beautiful dancer. Sharp as a blade and cold as a blizzard. Too bad, then, that the young feline was swifter. I thought they were on very good terms. How regrettable. Hopefully it's not too late. Alright, and now the Rogue Trader. 5-star operators cost -2 hope to recruit. Heck yeah. Hope +4, heck yeah. Sniper Ops have plus 20% attack, oh definitely. All friendly units have plus 15% arts dodge, also definitely. It's not much, but it's plenty handy. Recruit a specialist, give me you. It's funny that we could get Phantom on this, but no, I will take Texas the Omertosa. And let's recruit one more. I don't know that I'll end up using Gnosis, so I'll take Velarkvin. Upgrade Velarkvin, I should say. Then again, maybe I should have replaced Velarkvin on the team with Gnosis. Oh well, too late now. The ice-blue altar twinkles bright, inviting all astray travelers to lie down for a brief respite. As soon as the resting souls are completely frozen, the thugs hiding in the dark will emerge to shatter them into pieces. Ah, yes, this one. This might be painful with only one Vanguard. We'll have to see. Definitely gonna want Texas in here.
Order confirmed. Crystal clear.
Possibly gonna want Horn in here.
Victoria's servicemen should take pride in their own discipline.
Chen. Chen might actually be brilliant here. So, the way this mission works, if it wasn't made obvious by the description, we have this blue altar. This releases a wave of freezing energy around it periodically. These things, when they die, will also release a bunch of freezing energy. So my units are going to be dealing with being frozen, which is not good.
I'm here to help. Don't worry. You got
Uh-oh.
We're counting on you again today.
Okay.
뭘 해도 괜찮은 거지?
Up, and now they're frozen.
And thus has Autumn Maid reckoned her arrival.
I need you to stop.
당황하지 부러워?
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Oh yeah, I forgot her range changed just a little bit when I upgraded her.
I only do what I need.
This strategy's a little different from how I normally do things.
Veils the night.
Gather around me, guys.
But I think this idea is a brilliant one. I forgot I need a healer over here for Fiametta.
Great spot. Has it come to my... The split halberd sinks in the sand.
Even though they're frozen, they still have the AoE damage when the skill is turned on.
Sights locked.
Chen here. Red flame, suppressive fire.
So now, because of Chen's range, she can cover the entire exit alongside Ling, and currently Fiametta, who's probably going to die here in a second. And in fact, because of that, well, I guess Fiametta doesn't kill herself. So we're still good. If she goes down, then I'll put down her. Or it'll free me up to put her down for upcoming threats.
가르쳐줘. 지금 뭘 느끼는지.
Truly of when will the hate sunk beneath the battlefield disperse?
Oh, I didn't remember that there were flying enemies in this stage. So it's a good thing I had this group here. Uh-oh.
내 차례야, 괴로워?
Has it come to my... Has it... One word to address all beneath the heaven. One scope to spare none upon the earth.
You saw nothing.
Didn't even need Chen. Cool. That one went really well.
Hearing makes me feel a little uneasy. Let's head back. A drink? Maybe next time.
Ooh! Create a guard, or recruit a guard anyway. Now, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to boost Mlinar. This mission. I hate this mission. I know I've said that before. There's a few missions in this game mode that I really don't like, and this is one of them. Poison Haze. All operators lose HP constantly. It is now midnight, and the ominous red mist is still spreading throughout the area. The mist is seeking out souls that still have sanity left in order to drag them into the deep abyss. Okay, Fiametta, thanks to that particular condition of constantly losing HP, I don't know that you'll be very helpful. So I will take Valarkvin. And I think, well... Oh yeah, I've already got both healers. Alright. I think I'll stick with this build. This mission's tricky, but I can do it. Having Texas in here is a big help.
We have no time to hesitate. There are souls waiting for us behind the firing line.
Let's see.
To gaze the fire from afar, knowing not its heat.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
뭘 해도 괜찮은 거지?
Chen here. Time is limited. Chen here.
Now another nice thing about Chen's skill is I can turn it off anytime I want to. And in hindsight, turning that on now was probably a crappy idea.
Gather around me, guys.
Enemy
So let's
spotted.
turn that back off. I'm going to do this.
Ready to heal.
For the marching, a war song. For the fallen, a lament.
내 차례야? 괴로워?
Now I will take you out.
Truly speak as your heart wills, and be as your intoxication wishes.
강물을 촉촉히 적시는 건 바로 물이라고.
I'm tempted to take him out and put her in here facing left so she can bombard this area.
Enemy spot.
And that probably would have been a good call. Gosh dang it. I should have used Texas there. I didn't even think about it. One more leaked through.
Don't leave bloodstains.
Thankfully we don't have egregious penalties for that in this game mode. Or at least not this particular version of it.
Bad luck. You ran into me.
Oh gosh dang it.
Moving to designated location.
I've arrived.
Get him! Ooh, just barely.
What's up?
I'll put up my shield. Don't stand in front of me.
Man, look at Chen go.
Pass on your last words? No. Moving to designated location.
Is there another one? Feel like I remember there being another one. Nope,
Moving to designated location.
not yet anyway.
Truly evoke the
And now
spirit
Chen's
of
skill
the
runs
saints
out,
in the sand.
so we turn on
Great
Ling's.
aspirations unrecompensed.
I have no intention of setting my eyes on you.
I forgot I can do this.
Please deliver my visions to the masses.
강물을 촉촉히 적시는 건 바로 물이라고.
I am here. For one.
Cool.
당황하지 마. 경고는 이미 했어.
Chen here, ready at a moment's notice. Don't let them get away!
This will keep you
Ooh, that was so close. I nailed that. I'm proud of that. I'm not proud of letting one slip through earlier, but I'm glad I caught that last one.
It was fantastic.
Guard, please give me guard. Gosh dang it. Oh well. At least I can grab Eyjafjalla, the game's best caster by just overall best caster. And best healer. Give me something good. All allied units have plus 15% physical and arts dodge. Don't we already have one that does that? Or I think that's just arts dodge. So now they have 30% arts dodge. Cool. Alright, ladies and gents. Final mission. Boss mission. So here's how this is going to work. You see these blocks here and here? We need to stop those from being broken, or the enemy can take all 3 pathways. As long as those remain there, the enemy will be forced to come down this direction. Now the thing is, the only character that can break these is the boss. At the start of the mission, there's going to be a whole bunch of casters just walking in a circle right here. I need to use Fia Meta to take them out, bit by bit, because Fia Meta can stay at enough of a distance to deal with them without dying herself. Additionally, I'm going to need to put Saria somewhere in here. Or Horn. No, Horn can go here, facing right, to also help deal with any units coming through here, and to deal with any crowds that end up right here, because Horn's attacks have AoE. I then need to put Saria here, and a dragon here. When the boss shows up, he's going to come around this way, and over this direction. He's going to attack this thing first. If I can put a blockade right here, and then Chen right here, he'll ghost through the first one, get stuck on the second one, and then Chen can whittle away at his health. I can maybe use Texas to help speed up that process. Pure Stream is going to have to be here to keep everyone alive. And that's the primary gist of the plan. If Phantom makes it through here and breaks this block, it's extremely hard, if not impossible, to recover. I have never successfully completed this mission without following the strategy I just described. Alright.
Less dawdling. Come on.
Like that. I think I'll actually keep Valarkvin. Even though Aya is really strong, her best skill is her third. This one's fantastic as well, but it's automatic. And I do better with burst damage than automatic damage. Well, she does deal more damage, though. Never mind, Aya it is.
Understood, Professor.
Am I missing anything else? I got Mlinar, but I don't have his third skill, so he's not nearly as useful. Nah, I think I'm gonna need everybody for this. Alright. Wish me luck. This is when things get hard.
We can take care of ourselves, Professor. You just focus
Put you
on
here to
getting
start
yours.
with.
Don't worry, you got me. We're counting on you again today, little apple.
What? You've got time to take in the sights? This will keep you quiet. Moving to designated location.
Orders received.
That was close. But we're good now. Next, I need my healer.
We're counting on you again.
Change this. Her third skill now will constantly bombard this spot over and over with huge explosives. That is why I leveled up Fiametta, and that should dramatically help deal with this crowd dancing over here.
At attention. Come. Best me if you can.
Oof, that is beautiful.
And thus has Autumn made reckoned her arrival.
나쁘지 않은 위치.
Unfortunately, I do not have elemental regeneration. So this could be a problem, admittedly, if I'm not careful. And I just realized I also do have a deployment limit problem at the moment. Okay. All those guys have been defeated. I'm gonna keep Fiametta here just in case.
내 차례야? 가르쳐줘. 지금 뭘 믿고 있지?
Uh-oh.
진짜 싸운다. 이거 불법이야.
Okay, good. That dog is gone. Come on, Texas, help me out.
Bad luck. You ran into me.
Okay. Good.
At attention. I'll impart on you all the cries I've heard.
You go here. I'll use your skill one last time. Okay, take you out of there.
당황하지 마.
Uh-oh.
This will keep you quiet. Need speed to succeed. Moving to designated
Okay, there he is. He's right there now. I believe he just walked out of here. So that's cool. Fiametta can deal some damage to him early on, with him being in that position. Nope, never mind. He's got invisibility going on. Because he's not blocked.
당황하지 마. 나쁘지 않은 비밀이니.
You want to topple me? By what?
I was on your line.
You need to go away, Shield Man.
No. Moving to designated
Okay,
location.
now I will take out Fiametta. She goes here. Dragon goes here.
Not an option.
Now here's the moment of truth.
Has it come?
Speak as you're playing suppressive focus.
Alright, his HP's going down pretty heavy right now.
Yielding is not an option.
As long as I can take out Phantom, I'm good. Dang it, Phantom got through over there.
This will keep you quiet.
Okay, I was able to kill Phantom, so now I just have to deal with this pathway. And I think this might be enough for that.
내 차례. 나쁘지 않은 비밀이니.
Only 18 more enemies left. I can take Saria out now, as well. I don't think I've ever seen this battlefield look so empty. That's a good thing.
if you can.
I'm just gonna... Actually, no. I don't know if her range is enough for that, actually, so... Boop!
Truly, when will the hate sunk beneath the battlefield disperse?
Hurry up, there we go, we're good. Chen still has her skill going as well. Okay, speed things up a little bit. There's another dancer. Oh, two big boys.
당황하지 마. 나쁘지 않은 기분이네.
차가운 물을 비틀었으니까 정신이 좀 들어?
76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So these are the last enemies on the field.
Has it come to the split halberd sinks
Dragon can take out the shield guys.
operations unrecompensed?
Alright, all that's left is this guy. I did it! I completed a full run of Phantom and Crimson Solitaire on stream. Heck yeah. And so the story has reached its conclusion. The lights turn off, the actors leave the stage, and the red curtains are slowly drawn. The crowd has dissipated, and everything has once again returned to silence. Phantom has regained his self. He yet remembers everything that he has done. He understands that, as the lead actor, he is merely the troupe's bait. One after another, he lured many earnest, upright men to this trap from which they can never escape. A perilous journey where words are unnecessary. Now he is rescued. But what about before? How many men have lost their way in this towering labyrinth? Has he ever pushed his companions off the stage when they offered him a helping hand? He dares not to imagine. He feels nothing but shame. It's time you headed home, Lucian. You gave Rhodes Island quite a bit of trouble this time. You'd do well to think ahead of time what to tell the doctor. So I almost forgot about this. Shalem was another former member of the Crimson Troop that actually left with Lucian to join Rhodes Island. Reciting an apology to the doctor would only add to my guilt. I will repay Rhodes Island with my actions. That's good. Come to think of it, this place feels familiar. A stage? A theater? This is the place that all actors strive for. Excuse me. Care to sing a song? My singing brings nothing but trouble, but if that is what you want... Phew. My apologies. I only wanted to make sure. You are truly back now. Need a hand? Many thanks. And that was a default run of Phantom and Crimson Solitaire, with the Blood Diamond ending. Use the Research Squad for a duration of whatever that means. Witnessing Crimson Finale, the curtain falls, the actors all blah blah blah. We already read that. This thing scrolls by a little too fast. But everything I did is now on record through a stream, so we can skip all of this. This is just a recap of everything I did. You defeated Lucian Blood Diamond, cleared the Crimson Finale ending. The end. What a cool The End picture we have here. So simple, so traditional, and yet so neat. And now we have everything we had at the end. Five floors cleared. Certain bosses will add a 6th floor onto the end of things. 27 steps taken, so I believe that's 27 nodes that we went through. 10 normal battles fought, 19 operators recruited, 17 items obtained, 2 boss battles fought, 4 elite battles fought. This was normal difficulty, so score is not doubled at all. Final score, 790. And we got 948 candles, which contributes to Castle Notes here, which is the rewards, and I am so close to getting the last one. Oh well.
Doctor, what would you like to do for Rhodes Island?
Well, that was
The usual.
Phantom and Crimson Solitaire, and that was my gameplay introduction to Arknights. For the non-gamers and non-players out there. If you have any further questions, feel free to comment them in the YouTube video. And, I think that's about everything. If I ever do another Arknights tutorial video, it's either going to be an impromptu thing to explain things to future fans, or it's going to be about the lore of Arknights in some way, and possibly going into some of the other game modes this game has. But yes, that is how the game works in a gist. So, with that said, I need to be going to bed. So thank you so much everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My Discord and YouTube can be found in my Twitch bio if you would like to communicate with me or get updates on future streams, or for my YouTube if you'd like to see past content that I have made. My YouTube is currently very far behind, but I am working on catching up. It's going to take a while, but I'm working on it. I might upload these tutorial videos ahead of schedule, just to make sure they're up there so I can share them sooner. But with all that said, this is the end. Have a good night, everybody.